So the case has been adjourned until 3:30. I think it's important to make the point that this is an interim hearing, but we as a party and a United Unionist collective in City Hall take a very clear view that there are serious legalities, questions around legalities of the standing orders themselves. So for us, it was needless. The International Day of Solidarity in terms of Palestine has passed. There was no need, in our view, to fly the flag last night. What we should have done, in our view, was wait until we had clear legal ruling and clarity on the standing orders and on the process on the way forward. But we are very clear as a party, there need to be minority protections for the Jewish community, for the Unionist community, and for every community in this city. And to those who are saying this morning we can't have a minority veto, we call it minority protections. We say there cannot be a majority veto, but outside of that, we've spoken to members of the Belfast Jewish community in particular last night and this morning, and they are fearful. They have communicated to us clearly that they do not feel that Belfast City Hall is a safe and welcome and an equal place for them, and they made a detailed submission to Belfast City Council to that effect. So we're clear, it's not coming from us. The Belfast Jewish community and the wider community have been clear they do feel adversely impacted by this decision, but we will use every, and we have stated it on the record time and again, we will use every democratic and legal mechanism at our disposal, and we make no apology for doing so, to defend minority rights in this city, be they Jewish, Unionist or other. Of course, and there are many ways to show solidarity. Our party put forward a motion in the wake of the horrific terrorist attack on the 7th of October to light up Belfast City Hall blue and white. That motion was rejected. Why was that request to show solidarity? And we need to put this in context. Some parties like to forget about the 7th of October. This was at a time when over 1,200 innocent men, women and children, mostly Jewish, were murdered. This is at a time when over 250 hostages were being taken into captivity in Gaza, many of whom didn't return. So if we're talking about a shared city, if we're talking about protections for all minorities, where was the clear solidarity from others when it came to standing with the Jewish community in the legitimate state of Israel in the wake of that horrific attack? So there are many ways to show solidarity. We want to protect the process, so we're clear. Why not wait on the legal judgment and then take the proper decision then?
I think it's important to recognise that yesterday, Vincent, that the reason the Belfast City Council had to revisit the decision on flying the flag of Palestine was because legal advice was clear that the decision previously taken was not competent. Our view remains that the decision taken last night was not legal, and that is why the court is hearing that decision today. It has adjourned until 3:30 because the judge is taking this matter very, very seriously, and this should be a matter of concern for people right across Northern Ireland. Minority protections were built into the Local Government 2014 Act for this very scenario, and this party will continue to stand up to ensure that minorities in all parts of Northern Ireland receive the protection that they deserve.
Well, what do you say to the Council's argument that the judge should not usurp a decision by a democratically elected chamber?
I am very clear. We need to separate. Of course there's a democratic process, but the process has to be lawful, and all parties, you were present in the court, all parties have accepted that there are clear, at the very least, questions in terms of the legalities of the standing order. So again, I return the question. The International Day of Solidarity has passed. What was the need to erect the flag last night? Why not wait? If the Council are confident in their position, why not wait until the court have made a substantive ruling, until this issue has been resolved, and then the democratic process can continue? And to those who are saying that we are trying to shut down the democratic process, we have never shied away from a debate. We will never shy away from a debate. We are actively engaged in protecting the democratic process, but what we are saying is that needs to be lawful, and there are clear questions around the legalities that all parties accept.
Okay, thank you all very much indeed.